Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth with me, your host, McLaffyTaffy. I guess we're up for a cane run, man. I've had an itch. I've had an itch to play this game all day, and I have been fighting it because I knew that I needed to come play here, and I'm telling you, I still, oh my god, we came so kind of uncomfortably close to death in the first room, man. I hope this isn't a sign. No, I've said before that I play this game even when I'm not recording this game, which is a testament to just how much stinking fun this game is. But I am trying hard. What I'm finding is I play it and I go, okay, well now I need a break, and then I come back like 3 hours later to record it, and I'm just like, oh my god, if I just recorded it when I played it the first time, I wouldn't be up against the barrel of a gun that says, hey, you get to either record Isaac or sleep tonight. Or you get to record Isaac or eat dinner. Well, that's a pretty nifty pickup right off the bat. I wonder if I think I probably have wondered this out loud before. I wonder if the multiplier continues to stack as we're adding damage multipliers. Because I pretty desperately hope that that's not our last damage item. Oh my goodness gracious! Great balls of fire. I think that I have to go for the guaranteed thing with the tinted rock being spirit hearts, and I will leave those there for now. Come back, fight our boss, the Duck of Death, which shouldn't be too hard, man. With the damage upgrade, we kill most of the flies in one shot. So what is normally the most frustrating part of this fight, man, Taffy, come on, line your shots up, stay on target, stay on target. There we go. Yeah, man, we're gonna mow him down like dry grass. We get placenta, which normally is not something I'm crazy about, but at the same time, right now, nothing got too risky here except for that very first room, so now we just kind of want to coast into the last time I played Isaac was for the stream on Wednesday, because I'd had all my Isaac recorded up until that point, so the thing that I want to remind those of you who were at the stream, and then I want to tell those of you who weren't at the stream, first of all, hey man, screw you, I don't care if you got a job, come see my screen, or watch me on the Twitch mobile app. I'm kidding, but seriously, do that, or I'll kill you with my fucking murder hands. But secondly, if you weren't there, man, I took the worst run that I've ever had, and I mean, like, you're gonna think that's hyperbole, where you're just like, I'm just like, oh yeah, it was the worst run I ever had, where it's all, like, you go to Yelp reviews and somebody who had like a 5-minute longer wait than they're really comfortable with. Oh yeah, I had a 5-minute wait for my, dinner that was beyond what I was comfortable with. I was waiting for the sole meuniere to come out, and I figured that's like a 20-minute plate. 25 minutes later, it comes out, and that'd be fine if the sole meuniere had been good, but it was actually the worst meal I'd ever had. They're angry, so they're talking in hyperbole, so, they forget about the fact that one time they were in McDonald's and their filet of fish had like a dead rat in it. And so they don't mention that. They're like, oh no, this sole meuniere that I had to wait for wasn't worth it. It was the worst meal I'd ever had. Like, when I tell you that this was the toughest, most ridiculously unbalanced in the wrong direction Isaac run I've ever started with, you'll understand me when I say it's not hyperbole. There's not some vanilla Eve run lurking back in my memory I've forgotten about, or some bullshit Samson run, or something like that, some blue baby run where we, limped along on a half blue heart until eventually the game ended us. And I'm certainly also including, the Eden run that we had on stream a while back, where I died on the first floor in like the third room because I had no tears and no damage output. The thing about that run, that's not the worst run I ever had. I died on the first floor. It was over in like 4 minutes. This run was without a doubt the worst run I have ever had, because we went a very long ways, and it went on for what felt like forever. And I believe, if I am not mistaken, that somebody in my... Okay. I'm gonna take all 3. Taffy, why would you give up a red heart for Ghost Baby? It's because we have Bum Friend, and Bum Friend is going to perpetually pay out with blue hearts, so I'm not really sweating it right now. I'm not sweating where my next blue heart's gonna come from, because there's part of me that thought about that, where it's like, oh, Taffy, come on. Oh, we got the bloody penny, too. Are you serious right now? Luck down, that sucks. I wish that it had turned out differently. So yeah, man, the last time I played The Binding of Isaac was a game that left me literally slumped over in my chair, fatigued. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, dude, I was tired, bro, that was a tough run. Like, I mean fatigued. I mean, just ran a half marathon while being chased by a puma. Fatigued. I was just, like, I had no will to carry on after that. Like, if it hadn't been for the love that I feel for my wife and kids, I might have just, you know, taken the autoerotic I knew it! I knew when I tried to crack this joke that the pronunciation was going to be what derailed me. The autoerotic asphyxiation way out. And just, you know, started masturbating while my neck was belted to a door handle and just been like, hey, you know, he died the way he lived. And I had no will. I wanted to sleep in my office. Like, that's how tiring this Eden run was. I wanted to just sleep in my office and wake up tomorrow feeling like maybe, just maybe, I could face what this day had given me. Alright, well, I didn't want to use 2 bombs, but it became inevitable. That ends up being worth it, because that means A, we can go to the shop, and B, we're going to get probably a couple of Spirit Heart payouts here. So if my commentary seems disjointed or feels a little rusty, I beseech your forgiveness. It's been a couple of days since I've played Isaac. I'm excited to be playing it, and now as I think about the last time that I played it, I'm remembering why I wasn't going to, and I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. Like, I can feel the PTSD of it kicking in, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this key. I feel like there's a pretty good chance we're gonna make that 4 cents back on the next floor. So yeah, man, I just oof, that Eden run, man. Now that I've remembered it, I can't unremember it. It was the durian fruit of Binding of Isaac runs. And so, you know, here we are. We're back here again. I couldn't be more happy to be playing. But if for no other reason, then I really got to get a palate cleanser going on here and make myself forget that last run ever happened. We're hoping, as I say, we're hoping for red hearts. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not like we're rolling on permanent Polaroid invincibility at this point. I will point out that another reason to set the deal with the devil precedent by taking, you know, all 3 of those items, and it's not as though, like, it's not as though by setting that up, the devil looks at me and goes, oh man, that guy's a real big shopper. That guy's really mowing through my inventory. I better show up with more stuff. I don't feel like Satan is working on sort of a return on investment scale except for souls. So, you know, when it comes to like stocking his shelves, I don't think that because I hit the shelves hard on Black Friday, he's going to show up with more stuff. But if I lock the deal with the devil in place, it does help that I already have Guppy's furball, or hair, Guppy's furball, hairball, which means that I'm 1/3 of the way to Guppy. And as you know, I will happily take Guppy literally every time I can get my hands on it. So, God, yeah, you know, I know for a fact that somebody clipped that, somebody clipped that entire run and put it up. I have no idea if or when they plan on releasing it, which is weird because it's my channel, and yet at the same time, oh my God, I honest to God don't know. I'm accepting help. Like, there's no money. This channel's making $0 right now, so just know when I say that moderators, like OBJ, like Alex, like Denver, when these guys, and you know, Sticks on a technical support aspect, when these guys are helping me out, or when these guys are editing videos, OBJ just did a series of Hearthstone edits for us. That was our first non-Taffy edited Hearthstone, and it hurts me to say that it was done better than I could have done it, or at least better than I could have done it in the same amount of time. That's for sure. You know, you can teach yourself to do just about anything in Photoshop if you just have the intestinal fortitude to gut it out and go learn stuff on some YouTube videos. But yeah, man, when I tell you that there's no money being made, I mean there's no money being made. So yeah, you know, when I say, oh, I don't know if that's going up today or tomorrow. I have no control over that video. Don't be like, oh, what the hell's Taffy doing with this channel in his life? I'm telling you, man, it's a communal effort. Like, we really are. We're building up our home, and I say that I am but the lowly curator, and I mean that. Like, I may be the voice. Like, the DJ doesn't own the radio station, you know. Like, you see what I'm getting at here? Like, you listen to your favorite DJ, you know, calling out your morning show or whatever. That dude doesn't own the radio station. He's just the guy that you're listening to while he's talking. I don't want any of these things, really. Guess I'll take the heart and the key, and we'll just be content with not buying stuff from shops for a while. I'll check for secret rooms. It really, like, there's so many different places that it can be. Well, it's certainly not there. So yeah, man, I'll talk to them and we'll figure out when and where and how and if we want that. It's a long run, man. Like, and when I say it's a long run, don't think that I'm spoiling any ending, because what was it? It was we were on the caves at like fucking 35 minutes, 40 minutes. It was sick. Oh my god. Oh, that run. I think maybe we'll throw it up in like the dead of night. And if people see it the next day and want to watch it, that's great, but maybe we'll just not rub it in people's faces and be like, hey, watch this, and if you already watched it, watch it again, or else the terrorists win. Every time I hear somebody crack a joke about that on, in politics, all I can think to myself is, hey man, don't crack jokes, you don't play CSGO. You know, that's not something you get to joke about, that's not your culture. They're like, dude, we deal with actual terrorists, and I'm like, hey. Oh, come on, man. I thought I made that gap. There's still an off chance that we can get a deal with the devil here. We're 2/3 of the way guppy already. Okay, that's probably unlikely now. Okay. I don't give a shit about the deal with the devil. I need you to know that. I need you to know that as of right now, I give 2 fucks about this deal with the devil opportunity that I just pissed away. We are guppy on the caves. So, we're guppy on the caves at 10 minutes. So let's see if we can make boss rush a reality, but we'll only do it A, because we need it. I mean, like, straight up we need it for our post-it note. But B, I don't want to do it unless we're powerful enough to do it. Now, like, being guppy is freaking awesome. We've already gotten Cricket's head. That said, those are the only damaged items we've gotten. So let's not pretend as though I'm invincible. Just watched GoldenEye the other day. We could very well turn out to be Slughead. So let's not bid ourselves dos pedonia comrade. I feel like I've gotten really excited about watching a Twitch Dota stream, and then I turned it on and like dos pedonia comrade. I'm like, oh no, it's the Russian Dota stream. There's nothing wrong with like being a Russian or be a Dota player. It's just that like it's the last stream. I just know this. Like I'm sorry, Russian fan 1 of Russia. Your language is not a sexy language. And I mean, there's part of me that's like, oh, well, it could be sexy if it came from, like, the mouth of, like, Olga Kurilenko, or if it came from, like, you know, just, like, a beautiful underwear model. But then again, let's face it, like, that chick could be sort of mentally challenged, and I'd still be like, she's pretty hot. Like, you know, that way that she's talking about... That way that she's talking about the ride on the school bus and all that drool that's coming off the bottom of her lip, I'd not kick her out of bed. I've been to the secret room. Alright, cool, we don't... Oh, no, I just came out of the secret room. Sorry, dude, I'm thinking about hot naked chicks in my head, and I totally derailed, because as of right now, like, we're gonna win this run. It's just all about, can we get boss rush done in time? I'm also in a situation where I would happily take one more deal with the devil so that we could bolster our abilities. Bombs are key. I'll happily take that back. Health up is fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And then let's hope that that's Arkansas. It is. Jesus Christ, it's like I'm psychic. I swear to God, like I didn't pre-play this seed. You'll notice, like my accomplishments will still fill out. They won't fill out if you're on a seeded run. So know that I didn't show up ahead of time and be like, all right, well, what run can I play that absolutely positively fulfills all the requirements of Oh, do we dream the impossible dream? Let's do it. Let's take this with us. Yeah, you know what? Because if one of these teleports... Jesus, Mecha Guppy! Oh, come get some, dude. Mega Fatty. You know not what you do, bro. I feel like I'm trying to be like a philosophical Keanu Reeves Point Break style character. Bro, you know not what you do. Yeah, sure, that's a damage upgrade. And I would love to take Guppy's Paw with me, but at this rate, I don't want to blast out red health just to get rid of it. So, jeez, it's like the game. I don't know if it's like this is the post lovers quarrel, like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on Edmund. I'm glad that that we're not fighting anymore, but at the same time, it's just like, you're not the woman I married. Like, come on, Isaac. Put up a little bit of a fight. Part of that spark is what drew me to you in the first place. Part of that, that allure, that desire was that you were so unattainable and such a spitfire. Don't just roll over for me. That's not the game I fell in love with. Oh, Jesus Pete's. Oh, I didn't mean like right now, lady. Like, I mean like ease into it like a hot bath. Don't just come breathing fire in my face. Alright, I am 100%... Oh, okay. I am 100% gonna see about going to the shop, but we are running tight on time here. This is Catacombs 2. Man, we would really have to scorch. Oh, I don't have any money. What the fuck am I... I have some money. I don't have enough money to buy that. Alright, let's just go. I mean, I'm not gonna blow past stuff. I'm not gonna, like, intentionally tank the run. But if we can get boss rush, that'd be great, because it'll be a long time before I think that we're gonna be this powerful with Cain again. Please just let me pass the item room on the... I was gonna say, please just let me pass the item room on the way to the boss fight. Alright, well, let's do this real quick. I mean, as long as we're here... Oh, Jesus, yeah, the hollow stands no chance. Are you serious? Like, you showed up to work today and I mean, do we need it? No. I mean, might we as well? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna leave health on this floor anyway in the form of that health up pill, which theoretically could be a health down pill, but it literally cost us nothing to pick this up. So at this point, I guess now, I'm gonna go... Oh, I've been to our secret room. I don't need to go to the arcade. I don't need to see whatever's in those back rooms. Like, ooh, it's a mini-boss fight. What if it's Envy and she drops virus? If something touches me, I've fucked up, because nothing should get within a country mile of me at this point. I wish that I'd had enough money to pick up, I wish that I'd had enough money to pick up the map. I feel like that would have helped sort some things out, but at this rate now, I just, I'm gonna have to trust on a couple of good decisions as far as which routes we take, and, just being able to snowball out of control based on the couple of items we have left to pick up. Alright, so here we go. This is not bad. I'm not gonna go straight down. Like, I know right now there are some guys that are just like, hey, Diet Northern Lion, why don't you not do this? First of all... Okay, cool. I was gonna say, first of all, oh, you think of me in the same spirit as Northern Lion. I'll take that. Secondly, we're filling out the post-it notes, man. Once... Hey, see? We got the virus anyway, so... Why don't you quit your crying? We don't need any of that. That's the second time you've tried to offer us bogo bombs, bro. Like, I get it. I'm just not buying what you're selling. You know what? We can skip the rest of this floor. Like, honestly. Like, honestly, there's nothing else going on this floor that's that interesting. We are trying to knock off post-it notes. At some point, these boss rush runs will literally be all we have left. And we got 4 minutes. Now I've taken the pressure off myself. I can explore the almost entirety of this floor without any sort of fear of, oh, well, what if we don't get there in time? We're going to get there in time just fine on this floor. What I really want, though, is I want to see, each floor I want to see my item room, and I want to see my shop, and... Oh, that sucks. That's fine, though. Oh, my God. Like, did we pick up Chad? Because I feel like we're seeing an extraordinary amount of red hearts. And see, I'm fighting these rooms because I want the consumables that come with them, but I've got Dad's key and a shitload of bombs. I could just as easily just pass through them if I wanted to. I'm not. Nah, that's not as worth it. What do you got? I feel like, ultimately, I sincerely thought that yet another... Oh my god. You're missing a transformation opportunity here. I've got the cat and the dog, man. I really should be using, Dad's key to get into these rooms, and I'm not like an asshole. I'm 100% gonna take the broken stopwatch at this point, because when it screws up, I don't think it's gonna screw up so bad that it ruins us, but when it works to slow down enemies, it's really gonna make the entirety of our fight just a whole different creature. Why is our range so bad? It must be Cricket's body. Well, I don't see the point in wasting time here, man. Let's nothing to it but to do it. I mean, we're just destroy. Oh, okay, well, I did that to myself. I started looking around. I was looking for places to shoot. I don't normally feel like her foot comes down that fast. Oh, okay, Taffy, come on, play like you mean it. Like, let's not get sloppy. There we go. Oh, really? That didn't do it? There we go. All right, well, we did kind of fuck ourselves out of a deal with the devil. I wish that would still work. That's okay. Money equals power. Yeah, that works for me. And we got the Now who's a madman? We got the broken stopwatch effect in here, so every boss that we fight is going to be a slowed down bullshit version of itself. I really wish that we had managed to deal with Carrion Queen before she had dropped her first AIDS poop on the ground. Wow, I would give anything in the world for like 9 range upgrades. I don't know what we did that managed to irritate the Isaac gods, but I mean, I'm guessing it's Cricket's body, but I get Cricket's body so infrequently that I wouldn't know to tell you. So yeah, range upgrades. Range upgrades are the big one. Obviously damage upgrades, rate of fire upgrades. All those things are welcome on my plate. When I go out shopping, these are the things I'm looking for in the clearance racks. I have a friend. We'll call him Lucas because his name's Lucas. But yeah, I have a friend who like is obsessed with like clearance rack shopping. And I don't mean like clothes and stuff. I mean like at grocery stores too. And we joke because I tell him, I'm like, dude, what they're really saying is, anybody want to buy this before we throw it away? And dude's a glutton for it. Guy cannot get enough. Like, he and I will go to the grocery store on, like, Walking Dead night when he and his wife come over. And, yeah, man, like, if we go to the grocery store, if we go to Martin's sometimes, and he's, like, unfortunate enough to be even remotely near their little clearance rack, which looks like all stuff that was, like, left in bags in the parking lot overnight. And they're just like, oh, I mean, the law says we don't have to not sell it. Let's see if anybody will pick it up. And he's like a kid in a candy store, man. He's just like, oh, these sardines look like they only were out in like 80-degree weather for a couple of hours. We could totally do something sardine-y with these. And I'm like, dude, you're allergic to fish. And he's like, that's not the point. Shut your face. And I was like, okay. It's not true. He's not allergic to fish. He actually went pescatarian for like for fucking ever. I don't know. It was like let's see. He's in his early 30s or late 20s, so that means that he probably started being pescatarian in 1926. I mean, it dates back to when he was a young black girl living in Atlanta. I don't know what that means. I felt absurd trying to figure out his age, so I thought I would just make it as stupid as humanly possible. And I think I succeeded. I really feel like I came through in the clutch there. It's weird. It's weird that because the fight's not in question, and because everything's got the slowing effect going. Oh, Monstro, why are you gonna come in while I'm talking about, wow, this fight is dull because nothing's in question, and then you're gonna smack me in my face in front of all my friends? Dog, come on. I'm completely overwhelmed by just kind of how not quickly we're shooting, and I mean, like, we're doing a ridiculous amount of damage. I guess it's Cricket's body mixed with, oh, Pin, get the fuck out of here. I guess it's Cricket's body mixed with, maybe it's just Cricket's body. Maybe I'm trying to invent things that aren't real. I'm mesmerized by, see, that's what I'm hoping to continue to do this kind of damage, but to not have to get so insanely close to them to do it. And I also very much would like whatever this next item is, because while money equals power is great, it's much better, like real money, like real money equaling power. It's so much better when you have money. All right, let's do this because I need to get behind Bloat here. Yeah, your weird HIV blood doesn't really scare me all that much, Bloat. So why don't you sit on my finger and spin? Where's the heart? Heart. Are you real? Oh, okay. Dude, you're janky as shit. Did I do that to you? I kind of apologize, bro. I feel a little upset. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay. Wow, you are freaking the fuck out. Did you not do that and maybe pretend that you did? You got Wrath. Not Wrath. Why would I say that? That's oh man. It's the witching hour. So we got war, we got death. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Famine. Famine? That feels right. Why am I having such a hard time remembering the names of characters I've been fighting since like 2013? It feels unlikely to me, and yet here I am. Here we are. Who's next? Last fight. Here we go. Fallen. Should be no problem. I actually feel like I maybe would have wanted to do this in a different order. Wow. They're so slow. Oh shit, I didn't realize that was going to happen. I managed to inadvertently hurt him with flies that were not even, I think, technically supposed to be targeting him. Oh, we needed a range upgrade in the worst way. Range upgrade. Kane's other eyes appeared in the basement. See, I told you we need these things. Instead, we got a shitty guardian fly that only appears when we get hit. So that's kind of a bummer. Alright, well, down to the next floor, I suppose. Oh. I really wish we'd had enough money to get the map. Alright, the flies do a ridiculous amount of damage to normal enemies. Oh my god, murder spasm anuses. I don't have time for your bullshit right now, man. Whew. Nothing there. I mean, really, at this point, this is all about, can we make our ridiculously overpowered run more comfortable? And if so, how quickly can we burn through the game? I just don't see there being a world in which we don't comfortably finish this game. Now it's all about, well, how comfortably? Like, oh, you're flying first class. Oh, yeah? One of the first 2 rows? I don't know, maybe. Well, you get back to me when you know for sure. Can we do this? Let's do this. Oh, no. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. We got hit, but fortunately we got some healthling on the ground here. Can I do that? I can't just open the door. I was like, I can't just walk out. It's like, well, thank you for the spirit hearts. Which I technically didn't need before I came in here, really. So it's like I wouldn't really be leaving with anything. I would just be like, I'd be super apologetic about the fact that I hit your guys' red chests, which were clearly aligned in some sort of order, or for some sort of pagan ritual, and I shit all over that. So I apologize for that. Like, that was inconsiderate of me, but can I just leave? Like, you really need me to, like, I'm just walking, I'm so unconcerned with you guys right now that I came down here in novelty glasses. Can you comprehend that? Like, does that make sense to you? Could you please not make me fight you? Because you're not gonna like the way it turns out. I guarantee it. Oh, okay, that sucked. But once again, not the end of the world. Like, if I ruin a deal with the devil chance, that makes me sad. But ultimately, at this point now, I'm kind of wanting the shitty items that I never want, which is like range upgrades. Well, I mean, tier upgrades are not shitty. Tier upgrades are never shitty. Like, they're just never bad. Like, name an example of a situation where you wouldn't take a tier upgrade. I defy you. I defy you to name a situation where you're like, oh, no, not a tier upgrade. Like, I get it. If there are things that you want more, like, you're just like, oh, I'm doing no damage. Why would I want to do, you know, why would I want faster tiers to do, or, you know, a higher rate of fire to do no more damage than I'm doing already? I get that. Like, I get that you have things you want more, but there's never a situation where you don't want a tier upgrade. Like, where you don't want it. Where you're just like, oh, well, I better leave this behind because it's going to mess up my run. Not once. But there are plenty of times where I'm just like, I am so disinterested in a tier up, or in a range upgrade that I will actually leave it. And it's like, this literally isn't worth the walk over to pick it up. Okay, ooh, that was a little closer than I would have liked it to have been. I really hope I didn't fuck my deal with the devil chances here. Especially since we're gonna tear through Mama Gertie, like, relatively fast, considering that we have no orbitals. We can fly, though, so this room's a joke when you can fly. I still don't know if that, I don't know if that works. It used to work on Vanilla Isaac, that if you were going to get a deal with the devil opportunity and pop that early enough, it would open up. Range upgrade? Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been asking for it, you know, for a while, so oh, no. Sorry, I'm just faster than I thought I was. Lump of coal, so we got another damage upgrade, which is great. I'm going to go back, since we're not on any sort of time commitment at this point, and pick up our extra spirit heart right here. Not that I imagine that Bumfriend is not going to pay out with another one relatively soon. There is part of me that would sincerely be thankful for a secret room that had... I was going to say a secret room that had a shitload of coins in it. Keybagger, not really my bag. Matter of fact, Keybagger, not so much not my bag that I'm going to go ahead and blow him up, and that's what I'm looking for. And I'm actually going to let him pick those up, and then I'm going to run... Oh, I was hoping that he would not pay out, and we could take that potential build-up for a spirit heart drop onto the next floor, and he would pay out the first time he got a red heart on the next floor. But with Bloody Penny and Bumfriend, man, I don't see there being a situation where we get anywhere remotely close to the... getting away from the health the health cap. That's what I was looking for. Well, that range upgrade makes a huge difference. I'm not gonna lie. That range upgrade is exactly what the doctor ordered, man. Oh, it's so good. If I came across a 6-room or a 1-room, would I re-roll this? I'd think about it. Yeah, like, honestly, if I did, I would think about it, because we are steamrolling so hard right now, and there's been so little suspense taken from it that it's like, oh god, what's it like? It's like when you go to a football game or a basketball game, and either the home team or the... Oh, I'm sorry, I got really hoarse there for a second. One of the two teams, you know, gets steamrolled really bad for like 99.9% of the game, but then in the last second, they just get stupid dominant and they come back and win. And the announcer, like, you know, and I don't blame him. I was 100% do this too. The announcer makes a point of calling out all the jackholes who left when the chips were down. 'Cause it's just like, oh yeah, well, this looks like, you know, people who were the true fans stuck behind to see the Brewers come from behind, down 6-1 in the 8th. They end up winning 7-6 over the Philadelphia Phillies. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck those fair-weather fans. So, you know, I'm in retrospect thinking to myself that maybe I shouldn't have phrased it as fuck those fair-weather fans if there are people who turned this off before they saw it all the way to the end. But I'm not saying that, is what I'm saying. So, now that I feel like I've wrapped that comment in a delicious prosciutto layer of legal jargon, you know, finger to the nose, you guys who stuck around, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's call it what it is. Fuck those guys for leaving. I want to do something awesome, just so I can prove to them that they fucked up. Like, yeah, I get it. This is like comparable to a brimstone or a mom's knife run, but there's nothing to say. Hey, Glass Baby. There's nothing to say I won't toss this thing right out the window. Besides, if you're not sticking around for a Mega Santa fight, I don't know what else to do for you, man. Like, that's literally the hardest boss until there's an expansion. That's the hardest boss there is to fight. So, I'm trying to take you to the promised land here. I'm trying to take you down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? I'm trying, dog. I'm working my balls off for it. Hey, Russian nesting dolls. We're starting to get some money, which is good. Oh man, I have been working my voice recording for the last hour or so, and I still got to do some stuff. Wife Taffy's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to do some things to make her day kind of special. I mentioned this during my Darkest Dungeon recording. I did use some of the donated funds from the cave and from the cave live to set Wife Taffy up with some of her birthday presents, which she richly deserves. We had a conversation about this in the stream the other day, that, you know, Wife Taffy is the best Taffy, and it's because she puts up with all of our horse shit. Like, she, you know, honest to God, think about your friend that you made in college who was kind of a goof-off dickbag and a little bit of a womanizer, and imagine who they're with right now. Most of them. Most of them. This applies for almost all of your friends. And imagine who they're with right now. And I guarantee you that like 90% of them are probably with the kind of woman who wants to tell them who they can hang out with and where they want to spend their time and what kind of job they should have. And like, if they acted the way that I acted, like I was, you know, I tried to be a good guy, but, you know, I was kind of a big tool, especially when it came to how I dated. I was gonna do a victory lap, but the game doesn't end there anymore. Yeah, I can't think. I certainly can't. I don't think that helps us. I certainly can't think of. I don't think that helps us. That certainly helps us. And that certainly helps us. Oh my god, our flies are gonna do stupid damage. All right, let's do this. Let's test this out on a couple of rooms. Oh my god. And Cricket's head and Cricket's body. I'm gonna clear out the floor before I go in there and fight Mega Santa. Yeah, man, I can't think of a single woman that I've ever dated for sure. And that's not to say I dated bad women. I dated some girls who colored outside the lines a little bit. But I don't think I necessarily dated anyone who was evil. And if they were evil, I feel like it had something to do with what I did to them. You know what I mean? Like, Frankenstein didn't mean to make his monster so aggressive and brain dead, but it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I kind of feel like that might have been what happened with some of the girls that I dated. So I don't want to make it sound like I dated anybody like actually insane. Some got awfully close to pole vaulting over the line, but yeah, man, like I can't think of anyone that certainly not that I dated that would have been totally cool with me waiting tables, us with a kid on the way, and me being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and that's where I'm gonna devote like a crazy amount of my time. It's like, oh, okay, well that sounds like a surefire way to you know, break out of this table serving rut. And this is back before anybody even knew that a YouTuber could really make money. So yeah, you know, like ultimately, did it pan out that way for me? No, I'm still not in a place where I'm making money off of YouTube, and I'm making a little bit of money off of Twitch, but that's only by your guys' benevolence. If that stopped tomorrow, if you guys were just like, yeah, we're done giving you money, then I would, you know, make money off of neither. But those decisions and the decisions that she backed actually put me in a place where, with Let's Play, I have one last really solid gasp to take this experience that I've had over the last couple of years and parlay it into a, not just a legitimate job, but like a crazy, lucrative, borderline life-changing experience, if it's done correctly. Like, if we manage not to fuck it up, which, you know, this is not my first foray into the startup world, and the other ones ain't around, and that's certainly not because they were done right. But I like to think that because of my learned experience over all that time, that maybe we won't go down that road again, and hopefully, you know, some of it will have anything to do with me. So yeah, anyway, man, Wife Taffy does not know it yet, but she has graciously accepted some Denison funds and will parlay that into some mimosas in the morning and some fresh fruit and a breakfast quiche that I'm gonna make and some gourmet chocolate and a spa package. I got her a spa package, and then I'm gonna volunteer on the day that she goes to the spa to take care of the boys for an afternoon so that she can treat yourself. And I think that's gonna be cool, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for her. She works super hard, and she asks for very little and gets even less. So, you know, like I know that every guy feels that way about his waifu, but you know, every guy's probably right when it comes to his waifu. His waifu for him is more than likely the exact best one he could be with. So, all right, so let's go. Okay, what's this? Yeah, I'm fine. What am I doing messing around like I'm gonna min-max the game? Like, Blue Baby, yeah, thanks. Thanks for playing. Oh, ho ho ho, who's this? How's it going? That's the first thing I say to you. How's it going? Are you flowing? Listen, Santa, thinking about a couple things to say to you. Showing, growing. Man, I'd like to place my hands upon your fucking sexy horns and squeeze. Yeah, we're gonna go just wreck Mega Santa in the head. Honest to God, like I remember seeing this movie once when I was a kid on like Showtime or HBO at like 2 in the morning. It wasn't a porno, like I watched plenty of those too, but it was like blood in, blood out. They picked this dude up in this movie, and it's all about being in a gang and joining a gang and then trying to leave a gang. They picked this dude up by all fours. Wow, God, the broken stopwatch doesn't seem all that broken considering the fact that it has not malfunctioned once. Seemingly, have we gone into one room where things have been going too fast? Everything's been slowed, like on every floor. So yeah, blood in, blood out, dude. They pick up this dude by like all four extremities, by both legs and both arms, and they pick him up and they lift him like 5 feet in the air, and then they drop his ass, like small of his back hits a fire hydrant. He hits a fire hydrant, and I remember that being the movie was just like, yeah, you know, it was a shitty movie. It's a shitty movie, but I just remember seeing that as a kid and thinking to myself, that's fucking intense, man. Like, that looks like it hurts so bad. Like, even the stuntman looked like he had been paralyzed. I couldn't wrap my... Like, I couldn't even imagine how stunt professional... We fucked up the graphics in this game. Like, that's how bad we're hurting it right now. It looked like it hurt so bad that I couldn't even imagine how a stunt professional had pulled it off. So, That's what I feel like we just did to Mega Santa. Was we actually just picked him up by all 4 hooves and then dropped him with the small of his back from like 5 feet, 6 feet in the air right onto a fucking fire hydrant. Oh my god, what did we just do to this game? This game's not going to talk to us. This game's going to call the cops on what we just did to them. This was forced penetration. Oh. But it does make me sleepy, so I better stretch. Post Isaac forced penetration stretch. And now that's what Isaac looks like on the inside. We've devastated this otherwise innocent human being. I hope you guys feel good about that. The music slowed because of the watch. Oh, that's great. Alright, Lucky Toe has appeared in the basement. Cool, man. Oh, shit, I turned the game off. Sorry. Come back. Come back, Isaac. We weren't done yet. Sorry, bro. Sorry, it's been a long day. Hey, thank you for tuning in. That was a relatively short Isaac run, especially for a Mega Santa kill, but tomorrow, who are we coming with tomorrow? Who's on deck? Oh, Judah. I'm excited, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you, if not tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of staggering Isaac. I'm trying to feeling out the programming situation here, so we'll see. If not tomorrow, then the day after, we'll have another Isaac run. It will be Judas. We'll see what we can do about extending this run of good luck and good fortune. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in on behalf of myself and the denizens of the cave. My name is Taffy. I will catch you on the next episode of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, but until that time, I am out.